The Maine legislature continues to investigate the child welfare system at the Department of Health and Human Services. This follows the deaths of 3 children in June, apparently as a result of abuse. At the same time, the state has announced it's receiving a new federal grant that will expand programs to help families considered at risk of abusing their kids. News Center Maine's Don Kerrigan is in Augusta with more on the story. Don?
Hi, Rob. This grant is being called a good step by some in the legislature who have been critical of the DHHS child welfare system, but it does not seem likely to assure lawmakers and others that the problems in that system are all being fixed. Now, the department announced yesterday that it's been approved for a Family First grant, one of the first 15 states in the country to be approved for that by the federal government. Though it will bring an additional $2.4 million a year to Maine to pay for services to some families to help keep children in their homes. Now, decision-making by the department staff in some of those cases has been criticized by the state's child welfare ombudsman, and legislative critics have also complained that the Office of Child and Family Services is not doing enough to make sure children in problem homes remain safe. Todd Landry, who directs that division, says the grant will provide additional services to those families to make it easier for children to remain safely in their homes.
This does not mean that those children aren't going to come into the care and custody of the state. If there is that imminent risk, regardless of the services that can be provided, that a child needs to come into the care and custody of the state, we're going to take that action. We'll go to court, we'll get a preliminary protection order and take that child into custody.
Now, he says these new services will include things like more parent training to help better equip families to deal with problems so that they don't resort to abuse. Meanwhile, State Senator Bill Diamond, who has been one of the most vocal critics of the child welfare system in the state, says that he hopes this program helps, but he says the bigger problems within the department are that its culture is still not what it needs to be to properly handle these cases. The state's OPEGA government oversight agency is investigating the Child and Family Services right now. Lawmakers hoping for the results of that by this January. Rob, back to you.
Don Kerrigan in Augusta. Thank you, Don.